Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Pango Plays here, back with another video, and today we are continuing our series, or following up on our series on just me doing, I don't even know the name of it, I don't know, I'm gonna say my thoughts, clean ass name, but basically it's just my thoughts on the zombies solo Easter egg, and if it's good for solo and everything, and also just the main Easter egg, and in general, maybe some, just a general, the map and everything, if it's good with the Easter egg and everything. And sadly, this is our second to last one, Moon, yes, and then the last one will be Origins, and then I will be done with the series. I might bring it back if I buy the Black Ops Pass for BO4, and will do the DLC ones for those. But that's if I buy it. I have enough money, but like I said in a couple other videos, for me right now, it's definitely not worth it. I'd rather just save my money for other stuff in my life, but like fucking food. But yeah, so this is Moon, and I'm gonna give a little brief, like, kind of beforehand kind of thing. This is definitely, like, right off the bat, the worst Easter egg I've ever done solo. And considering that in this, or it's Easter egg at all, actually, like with 4 people as well, this is just the worst one I've ever done. And considering since I've done every single BO3, I've done all of BO4 except for the DLC. So I've done Blood of the Dead. I still think this is the worst Easter egg I've ever done. Sadly, I could not have done Shang. I also have to mention that I cannot do Shang or Ascension. I just found out that they're both 4 players only, so they wouldn't really work with a solo series. That kind of sucks. I mean, I wasn't really caring about Ascension because that's just a really small one, but Shang, it was like an actual whole Easter egg, so that kind of sucks. I might be posting one if I convince my friends to play, but I really doubt it. So don't get your you're going to get your hopes up for that. But yeah, like I said before, the last one is be Origins, and let's get into this. So like I said before, with this being the worst one I've ever done, so all right off the bat, I have a negative opinion of the map, but it's not really the steps themselves. And this is the Easter egg, and also the map. Honestly, okay, let's first talk about the layout and just the general of the map. I'm fine with the layout of it. First of all, I hate the anti-gravity. I think it's stupid. Excavators, I think, are also really stupid. Oh my god, I just feel like they happen too much. It just happens too many times too fast. Honestly, these 3 steps are actually not even that bad. I actually enjoy some of them. It's just that with the RNG of the whole thing. And let's go back to the map actually before I start talking about the Easter egg. Like I said before, the anti-gravity I think is really annoying, and I know it's on the moon, but I would be fine with it if the excavators didn't come every fucking 3 rounds. Like, I got my first one on round fucking 3, dude. 3. And obviously I was ready because I run like a lot of gobblegums, but if it was a regular game, round 3 is really early for that. And every time you use the hacker, which you can't, every time you use the hacker, for some reason you can't have a spacesuit on. So I guess you have no pockets, which makes no sense. And I mean, honestly, a lot of these problems with this map would be fixed if you could just hold the hacker at the same time as the suit. But of course you can't. So every time you use the hacker on one of the things, first of all you have to go pick it up from 6 different locations. And every time you're done using it, it will spawn in a random of the 6 locations. And I know they're all really close to each other, but still, I think that's really annoying and really unnecessary. It would be way better if you could just pick where it stays. I think that'd be a lot smarter and more realistic, I guess. But then again, I mean, this is zombies, so nothing to do with realistic or anything, reality. I don't know, I just think it's really annoying. Like, oh my god, I did not have a fun time. And I have played this map, obviously, this is one of my first time playing this on Zombie Chronicles, but it was not my first time, it was my second time going for the Easter egg, and the first time was with friends, so I guess that's what cleared it up, because before I actually had a really good opinion of it, but since we had 4 people, it was really easy to get stuff out of the box and everything, so it wasn't that bad. But I think that's enough of the map. And so the first Easter egg step, I guess, is after you turn on the power, you have to do Simon Says. And I mean, like I said before, in many of these, this is even older than BO3 Easter eggs. So I'm guessing, like, I'm pretty much guessing that you all know all the steps, or like most of them. Especially Moon. Moon is like really old and really famous. Like, it's a really controversial Easter egg. So I'm pretty sure you know most of the steps. And so the first thing you have to do is Simon Says. I mean, I'm cool with it. I think it's actually kind of enjoyable. I don't like it on solo because you have to hold, like, you have to have a zombie behind you, and especially on the final Simon Says, the whole Easter egg, it's really annoying. But I could get past that. It's just a Simon Says. It's cool with it. And then after that, you have to use your hacker. don't like that. I fucked up here because I forgot to buy the door, and I was thinking about hacking it like this, and I just said, no, I'm not gonna make it before the zombie gets to me. So that ended up being bad. It sucked. So I fucked up on the second step. But this is the second step. Basically, you have to spend 500 points on the left or rightmost button, or leftmost actually, and there's going to be 4 lights around the thing, and you just have to hold scroll with the hacker. And it takes a bit of time, but if you have one zombie, you'll be fine, especially since you mostly will do this on an early round, so they won't run. So, I mean, another easy step. Then you have to find a tube, and then after you find the tube, you have to go back to Area 51, and this is when you have to start in the box and everything, because now you need Gershes. And since it's solo, you can only hold one of Gersh or one of the... What the fuck are they called? NP? They're not EMPs. Whatever, I'm gonna call them EMPs. I know they're not EMPs, but the blue grenades that look like EMPs, and I think they end with MP. So I just fucking did it. I don't know why I forgot them already. But yeah, the EMPs. I'm gonna call them Moon MP. And no, I'm just gonna call them EMPs. So that's sucks. You can't hold both of them, which makes the Easter egg even worse. But so you need Gershes, and it took me a while, but I finally got them. You go back to Area 51, you throw a grenade, then you throw a Gersh, right? And this video is gonna be shorter because the Easter egg is way less complicated, more RNG based. So you just throw it in the thing by the teleporter, and then it will teleport back with you. When you teleport back to there, then you need the fucking EMPs. So you have to hit the box over and over and over again to get EMPs, and then you throw it at the part that just teleported. Then with the tube that you needed, you'll hold square on someone in the spawn room. I'm actually going to show this part, so hold up. Actually, I mean, it'll come up in this, but first of all, before I actually show like where you have to do that, so after you throw the EMP at the thing, which they could kill you actually, so be careful when you throw it. I did not know that. I mean, it didn't kill me or anything, but it's right next to quick revive right there. I fall off because I'm retarded. You know, I'm retarded. But so then you just have to throw this by the things as I'm about to do, blow, and then they will basically, I don't know how, but move to the behind me in the corner, which is I don't see how that works, but I'm fine with it. They tell it right there, and then they're right there. And now you need for more RNG with Tunnel 6 to excavate. Yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying. It actually happened kind of quickly for me. At first it was a biodome, the biodome again, and then I got Tunnel 6, but during those 2 biodomes I was doing these steps. So technically the first one after I was done with these steps was Tunnel 6, so I was pretty happy about that. And you just have to wait for it to crush down, and then that, and then let's go on to the next step, which is probably one of the most famous steps, with you having to shoot like an ancient artifact thing, whatever, I don't know. Well, I have some bad news. I actually don't have the footage of that. I guess I forgot to start recording again. But, you know, fucking PlayStation with the 60-minute times. But then I guess I remembered a little bit after. So basically, a ball will spawn in, and you're going to need the wave gun as well. So you first of all need Tunnel 6 to get not evacuated. Fuck, I already forgot the word. First you need that to happen. Excavated, I think. That's the word. And then you have to fucking, you need the wave gun. So you need a lot more box luck. I mean, I got everything by round, like as you can see, 15. But then as soon as you take the excavator out of Tunnel 6, you will then need to there'll be the ancient artifact. I mean, this Easter egg is really old, and I'm pretty sure you know what this is. You just have to shoot a little ball around. At one point, you have to use the wave gun, which is why you need the wave gun. So you'll have to shoot the ball with the wave gun just one time, and then it will go back into this pyramid right here. And after it goes into this pyramid, the 4 soul boxes will pretty much spawn in. And at first, you only have to only one will spawn in it right now, and you have to fill it up with 25 zombies. And it's honestly, pretty easy. I mean, yeah. So that's all you have to do. So let's go into the next one. Okay, before I go into the next step, I forgot this happens, which it looks fucking beautiful on BO3. So you just after you fill up that one, you just have to hit that power switch to the right, and the pyramid will open. And this looks beautiful. Like, it looks actually really cool. You'll get all your perks. I already had a perkaholic, but you get all your perks, and you get to keep them permanently, even when you go down. Obviously, if you're solo, except for quick revive. So obviously, because you won't live forever. But this is really cool, and at this point I thought I was done, but I guess I was like halfway done. But I mean, this looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure it's a big improvement over BO1. I mean, to be fair, BO1's 6 years older, but I still think that looks really cool. So, I mean, I'm really down with that. I think that's really cool. And for some reason, even though I just did this Easter egg, I forgot what the next step is. So let's see the recording and we'll see what it is. So, to be honest, I don't really understand this step, but you'll go back to spawn, and where you put the tube in, you also have to put the vigil thing from Shangri-La, I believe, with the focusing stone. You obviously, I think in BO1 you had to do Shangri-La first, but in BO3 they don't make you good because I obviously can't do that solo. But then you just for some reason you just hold square on this red computer over and over and over. Like it actually takes like a cool 3 minutes. You just have to hold square on it. So I honestly don't really understand it. And I thought I was done right there. But you have to do it even more. And what I understand just from doing it is that at this point, Richtofen is trying to take control of Samantha, and pressing square on this over and over again does that while Maxis tries to stop him. But I mean, he's dead, or I don't know what's wrong with him. But so I'm trying to listen to this. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't really know how pressing square on this computer over and over again will let Richtofen take over Samantha and all the zombies, and they'll switch bodies, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't really understand, but I do like what happens. So it's an alright step. I mean, you just hold square. It's very annoying to do mid-round, as I'm doing right now. But even with one zombie in this corner, you can't really hoard it. So I advise just killing zombies while doing this, like I'm doing. Of course, it's an insta-kill, but I mean, if you have a Wagam or anything, you'll be fine. So let's go on to the next step. So after you're done with that, you'll have to go back to the pyramid, and instead of 1, there will be 4 soul jars, each with 25. So in total, 100 kills you'll need. 25 in each, and this is where for me everything kind of went wrong. I really despise anti-gravity, and I don't know, I just fucked up, I guess. I'm pretty sure I go down here, I get really excited for the max or something, I don't know. I get red, and then I'm like, oh, clutch, and then I honestly don't know. Yeah, what killed me there? I guess it was something behind me, but this, okay, as you can see, I'm gonna go back up, and I will have all my perks, I think. I forgot, actually. No, I won't. I don't know why I won't, but I get them back later on. I don't know. It's really confusing. But yeah, I was freaking out at this point. I'm like going red screen, almost dying, and that would have been end game right there. I would have been so fucking pissed. But I do manage to survive, which is really happy. And then I buy 4 perks and whatever. But basically, I just fill that up, and it took me a while. And I can't really blame the map for that. But I don't know. I just suck. So I never really liked the mood. But let's keep on going. And after you fill all 4 up, you will have to hold square on the little circle on PS4. So you have to hold the interaction button on the little artifact in the pyramid. And I actually forgot to do that, so I just filled them all up, and I just went down here and it wasn't working, and then I realized, and then basically you just have to do Simon Says again, except it's a lot more complicated than the first time, you know, trying to make it challenging. I think you have to do it 3 times, like you have to successfully do it 3 times, and each time it will get harder and harder, and especially with a zombie on your back, this is really annoying. I mean, you can't blame the step, because this Easter egg in BO1 it wasn't even possible solo, so I guess they never took it into account, and I think in BO3 they just wanted to make it possible for solo, just to please the crowd and everything. I really didn't like it. I really didn't like it, and like I said, I just did phase 1. I guess there's 3 phases, or 2 even. I just fucked up the second phase. I'm pretty sure I did not like the zombie on my ass 24/7, but I can't really blame them, except I could. So I don't know. I don't want to blame them for it, so I'm not gonna do it. But I still think that it ruins the experience just a little bit, especially for solo. So I mean, it just pissed me off having to hold this guy, and he just kept on hitting me, and I think at one point he almost downs me, and it makes me want to tear my own heart out. But I get through it at the end, and I don't know, I succeed. That's the main part. So let's go on to the next step, and we're almost nearing the final steps. So at this point you are basically done with the Easter egg. All you have to do is go back to the pyramid, throw an EMP at it, then hit the box again. Like I said before, actually you do have to hit the box for the EMPs again, and then you have to hit it for Gershons again. And after you're successfully done with Simon Says, like the whole thing, and you throw the EMP at the pyramid with the little ball, the fucking artifact, the little ball thing will spawn right next to the Simon Says. You throw a Gersh at it, and you're done. The rockets will launch into Earth, making BO2 zombies pretty much with the Victus crew, with 2 of the worst maps ever made, Transient Diarise, and a decent map, Buried. So, I mean, I don't know. I really don't like what comes after this, but I don't know. I do think it's cool, and I do like how the Edward and Sophia, fucking BO3. I'm thinking of too much, and Samantha switch bodies. Like, you actually play as Samantha the rest of the game. I think that's actually kind of cool, and they actually have funny like conversations, kind of, or not really conversations, but Samantha says some funny stuff about Eddie or Edward. Or Richtofen, fuck. So I think that's really cool. Obviously, I'm going to talk over this. It's not a cutscene. So, yeah, this is the only Easter egg I guess I've done without a cutscene. So it could tell, like, I haven't really done any BO1 ones or any of the BO2 Victus ones. Or not Victus. Sorry, excuse me. I don't care though. I'm not going to edit it out. So, yeah, I'm not exactly new, so whatever. I mean, I'm not exactly old at this, like, so I'm playing zombies. So I finished it. I'm really happy. I mean, I honestly, at this point, this is the first time that I was more not happy, but like having the feeling of I'm finally done. And you don't want that feeling when you're done with the Easter egg. You want the Easter egg that you were rewarded, you know? Like, you beat it. Like, you're happy now. But this is the only Easter egg I didn't have it with. This one and a bit of Go Rod because Go Rod crashed. And I have to say that this map actually did crash on my first attempt. It was only round 5, but still pissed me off. But yeah, and honestly, all the Easter egg steps are probably the easiest ones I've ever done. It's just the RNG and just the in-betweens and just the excavators. It just made this Easter egg really horrible, and it made you have to wait until round 28, which is the highest round so far that I've completed an Easter egg on, which is not a good thing. That sucks because all the other Easter eggs are around. I think actually there was one that was 26. So that's pretty close. But for Moon being, I think this was the most frustrating one I've done, and the worst one. Definitely not the hardest. I think Blood is the hardest, and Blood is really annoying too. But I think this one, honestly, I know I'm gonna get major hate for this, but I think this one is worse than Blood. At least I don't know, because my first attempt at Blood was really bad. I barely got to like the first challenge. Sorry again, jeez. But my second try, everything went fine. So I don't know. I only messed up like one challenge of Blood of the Dead, and it actually felt good. The boss fight actually felt pretty good. There's obviously no boss fight. I do like how when you go back to Area 51, everything's on fire and everything, because you know you just nuked, and then if eventually when I look up, I'll see the big ass nuke. But my dumbass doesn't even notice it for a while. And there we go. That's sick. Okay, that's actually really cool. I really appreciate them, you know, putting it back. And this Annihilator's like stick by now, but it's alright. Honestly, I think the Easter egg is an alright one. I still think it's more negative, to be honest. Actually, fuck it. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I know that a lot of people think it's a really good Easter egg, and like the first, like, not the first, but the thing that actually set up like the Easter egg hype and everything, and it probably did. I just hate all the RNG that goes into this, especially on solo in this, because at least 4 people you can, like, you know, just more than one person can hold Gershes and EMPs. But in solo, you have to switch off constantly just to do some of the steps, and it's really annoying. It really just pisses me off. Like, literally, you have to get Gershes, then you have to get EMPs, and then you have to get Gershes again. That takes a while. Those things are rare in the box, and you just have to keep on doing it, and it's annoying. And then you have to wait for Tunnel 6, which I got lucky with. I'm not going to complain about that. But it could take till round 36 until that tunnel asphygates or whatever. Fuck, I said that wrong. So I think it's just horrible Easter egg design. I'm not trying to hate on this Easter egg. Actually, I really am. I'm a hater of Moon Easter egg and of the map in general. I do not like Moon. I honestly, BO1, I honestly really don't like. Overall, I know I'm gonna get hella hate for it, but I mean, I never played Call of the Dead, so I can't say anything about Call of the Dead. But I honestly only really like Kino and Ascension, and that's just because they're really easy maps to just play. Like, you just get to round 50 easy. Like, you can be fucking blind and get to round 50 on those maps, because you have an OP Thundergun with an OP train spot and everything. And of course, Ascension, you have the monkeys, but a map's so easy, you only need Jug and Quick Revive, so you can protect those two. So I don't know. Overall, this isn't a whole. I think it's a bad map and a bad Easter egg. So that's honestly kind of like my final opinion on it. I don't recommend doing it solo. Fuck BL1. I know people get hate for that, but honestly, I think that is not the worst Call of Duty, but the worst zombies game, and I know I'm gonna get major hate for that, but I think it is. Even like I'm pretty sure I think it is better than BO4 right now, but I think when BO4 is finally said and done with, it's gonna have a lot of remasters. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I'm kind of quiet and tired. It's like 12 o'clock and I can't really be that loud. So I'm sorry for that, and whatever. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are going to be doing our last one tomorrow, which is going to be Origins, so I hope you're excited for that, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.